Guys, one of you knows everything about Cyhawk and the other maybe not so much. Tamin, how much have you kind of told Killyan? And Killyan, what do you think of all of it?
We haven't really talked much about it. I guess the first time it came up was during football season when they obviously came here. So just telling the guys that haven't been around Iowa State or know much about the program that's always sort of seen as the biggest game of the year for fans on the outside, and just expect a lot of things for the atmosphere here and the excitement for this whole week.
Yeah, so basically, like for me, I know that's a big game, big derby, and so yeah, Tammy just told us like the new guys that's really important for the Cyclone Nation, and so yeah, I'm really excited to play a game like that. I know that we have like a lot of people, a good atmosphere, so yeah, really excited.
Did you go to the Cyhawk football game this year, Killyan? What was that like for you?
Yeah, that was really crazy. I would say honestly, like you could tell like that was a fight. Like the players or even like just the fans. In the stadium, and so yeah, that was really intense. And man, we won, so that was really good to see that. And we will do the same thing on Thursday.
Killyan, how aware would you say you were before you arrived here of the rivalry, and how much of all that came once you arrived here in Ames?
Like I said, I know it's really important. Me, I like to play games like that. Derbies. I played a lot of derbies back home. So I know the importance of that. The mindset we have to have. And so yeah. I think we're doing a good season right now with the team. We already know what we have to do, to win games, and there will be a normal game. Just that's a derby. We have to win, and so yeah, we will come up with the same mentality, mindset, and the same energy.
And Tamin, for you, is this quote unquote just another game, with it being your last Cyhawk game, and what are the emotions like leading into it?
Yeah, there's definitely more emotions than a normal game, just knowing my background and being a Cyclone fan my whole life, but at the same time, it is just another game. You can't think of it as any different because we're not going to go out there and play different. We're going to play the same as we do every day and how we practice every day. So I'm excited for another opportunity against them.
Tamin, how has your mental approach to overcoming injury changed over time? Because it feels like you've talked about in the past that you would do anything to be on the floor, and when you were younger it was probably like, that's my job, right? I got to be that guy. But last year I remember it was like you said, I'm not going to be able to help the team the way I'm feeling right now. And then the approach to this one just seemed really business-like. How have you maybe taken a bit of the emotion out of it as you deal with injuries over time?
Yeah, TJ and I made an emphasis coming into this year, just wanted me to be healthy every time I step on the court. So that was a big emphasis coming off of getting hurt in Vegas and making sure that I was 100% ready to go. He was asking me every day. He didn't want me to go out and play against Purdue, even though he knew that I really wanted to. If I wasn't healthy, he wasn't going to let me. So just making sure I'm getting in the training room. I was in there twice a day, every day with Vic, just making sure I feel as good as I can to step on the court.
How good did it feel to be healthy, given how much you wanted to play in that game and given the result that you guys achieved?
Yeah, I felt really good. I was definitely stressing a little bit about that because I knew that was a big game for us and on our schedule. So it was obviously one I wanted to play in. Obviously being a matchup as well against Braden Smith, who's seen as one of the best point guards in the country. So sort of that personal thing there. But yeah, I was glad I was able to make it on the court.
And Killyan, one of the things TJ talked about is your consistency. A, how much of that did you feel like you came in with, just in terms of how you developed yourself?
Mm-hmm.
And then B, how does the habits-based approach, the whole, you got to adhere to these things, maybe helped enhance that consistency for you?
Yeah, man, honestly, like I just love this game, so I know what I have to do, to be on the court and keep the same habits, every time. And so, yeah, I just try to do the same thing every day, like wake up at the same time. I mean, obviously, like, you know, every day, like, we practice at the same time, so that helps as well, you know, to be consistent. And yeah, after on the game days, I mean, I just love to play, so I will come with a lot of energy, you know, be locked in and try to play at the best, you know, on a game day, and same during the practice. And so yeah, after my teammates helped me as well, you know, to stay consistent. And so yeah, I'm really happy of that.
Tamin, did you grow up or in AAU playing against Bennett Sturts at all?
I did not, no.
No, okay. What have you seen from him on film?
Yeah, obviously, a lot of the country just saw him for the first time last year, and obviously did great things there at Drake, and now obviously at Iowa playing better competition, still performing at that high level that he was last year. So he's got a really impressive game, handles the ball super well, facilitates, comes off a lot of screens, and obviously is shooting the ball at a very high clip and knocking them down. So he's kind of he makes their team go. Really excited for that matchup for us defensively, just as a team. It'll be a good challenge for us.
You mentioned the point guard matchup on Saturday. Now this one, how much for both of you guys do you embrace games like that and matchups like that?
Yeah, I think just naturally as a player, you want to compete in those games where you got a guy that you're lined up against that's also seen as one of those great point guards just in the country. So that's always fun and exciting. But at the same time, all we want to do is end up with the win.
You said everything, honestly. we just love,
Oh,
like,
French accent
no, that's true. No, honestly, like, we love playing those games, you know, with this type of environment. So that'll be a fun game, honestly. Yeah, we're just ready to play, man. That's it.
Tim, you spoke a little bit earlier about how this game does have more emotions to it for you with your previous ties. How much do you feel like TJ's day-to-day approach, the habits thing that he instills on you, is designed to just like fight the idea of human nature being something that you guys deal with?
Definitely is. Just how he attacks every day and wants us to attack every day. If you saw how we practiced this morning and how we went over film and all of that, it's the exact same. It doesn't change for the opponent. It didn't change for Purdue. It's not changed for Iowa. So it doesn't matter who we're playing. It's the same thing, and I feel like that helps us as players to be consistent and to go out there and just play free and play our best.
Understanding that, when you guys walk out of the tunnel on Thursday night, you understand that it's going to be a bigger thing, like the fan base is going to be more invested. Do you have to almost just ignore the outside noise of what Cyhawk brings or what Purdue brought or what future big opportunities bring?
I think it's a balance of blocking it out, but at the same time embracing it, because you do want to play with that extra edge, and you realize that you're in a crazy atmosphere like Mackey or when teams come to Hilton. It is different than just a normal game, so you can use that to your advantage, but you don't want to use it as a distraction. So balancing that.
Tamin, being a Cyclone fan for your whole life, what were your emotions this weekend with what's happened with the football staff?
Yeah, it was a lot. We were definitely talking about it as a team. Me and Cade, me chirps in a little bit, but obviously Cade and I are those Cyclone guys for our whole life, and it was definitely a tough thing to see, and we knew that Cyclone Nation was kind of just in a hard spot, hurting. So we wanted to do whatever we could to get the win and help us out. But I have so much respect for the football program. Coach Campbell, I've talked to him a lot of times. So obviously he had to do what he had to do, and now we're gonna take a step with our football program and just keep trying to bring it to the top.
I don't know if you remember, or I don't know if you were in here the Cyhawk game 2 years ago after, but I just remember how Keyshawn's emotions were experiencing Hilton for the first time. How excited are you for Killyan to experience that, and maybe what have you told him about what that can be like?
Yeah, I'm excited for all the guys that haven't really gotten to experience it for real yet. Obviously, we've had some home games, but when you get to one of these, it's going to be a lot different. And I feel like I can tell them what it's going to be like, but they just got to wait till they step on the court and experience it. But I'm excited for them to see their first reaction and just be excited.
Killyan, what are some of the rivalry games or teams that you played against over in France, and those teams? Like, what were they, and what were maybe were there some crazy things maybe that would happen in the gym during those, or arena, that you remember, and maybe how that's helped you prepare for Thursday?
Yeah, so back home I was playing for Asvel. It's the Tony Parker's club. Okay, so it's I think top 2 team in the country, and so we had like a lot of derbies because in our region back home we had like I think three really good teams. So when I was playing with the U18 or U21, every time we had to face those teams, like all the city was coming at the games. So there were a lot of people, and even if we knew those guys, from the other teams, even if they were kind of friends, like we wanted to win, So that was a fight, and that was really really nice. So I'm really excited for Thursday because I hope that will be like that and a little bit of trash talking.
Anything like happen in the gym around you? I mean, any fan interactions that you remember?
Oh yeah, sure. I do remember there was a game. Some parents went into a fight, with some players too. That was kind of crazy, and yeah, we had a lot of games like that. Or at the end of the game, we needed like some security guys, for us. That was kind of crazy, and. Yeah, after just on the court, we trash talk a little bit. I mean, that's what I like to do, And so yeah, every time that was like that, and that was really intense. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.